Welcome to the Crooked Stripes Podcast, where your hosts discuss various aspects of lawn care, landscaping, and snow removal. Let these two friendly Canucks help you cultivate a different outlook on the green industry. And with that, here are your hosts, Brendan Brubaker and Martin Hodder.
All right, guys, we're back again for another episode. Episode 90. Can you believe it, Kyle?
90. Wow, it's surprising it's been that long. That's awesome.
No, 90 episodes. Crazy. We got a very special guest on tonight, guys. Got the pleasure of hanging out with this guy all week down in Kentucky at the Expo, and what a week it was. We hit the Greenworks commercial booth, Ferris mowers, Walker mowers. We might have done a little demoing. We didn't make any stripes, but we made some memories, hailing all the way from the mountains of Montana. The man, the myth, the mountain man himself. Welcome to the podcast, Trevor Spencer, a Montana mountain maid.
Thanks. Yeah, man, this is awesome. I'm pumped to be on here and see you guys again. I miss you guys already.
I know.
Yeah, we had a blast at Equip, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, man. That was my first one, and it was everything that it was hyped up to be, for sure. It was a good time, and you guys made it special. It was fun, for sure.
I say this all the time. The Super Bowl for the green industry.
Yeah, man, That's what I was saying. It's like Disney World for grown-ups that are into the lawn care stuff, for sure. But we got a lot to talk about, man. I got some stuff behind the scenes here with the Stripe Life truck giveaway. We've got an announcement at the end here. So we've got a lot to go over.
I like it. Nice. Well, Trevor, it was great. You joined the booth there. We got to get to know you over the last week there, and you made it fun. You kept everyone laughing. It was great.
Yeah, man, that was a fun time. It was it's kind of like fishing sometimes, luring people in ripping tickets. People were hesitant. Sometimes they were thinking it was a scam here and there, and it was fun, just some of the stuff that we were doing to just get people to laugh and get people to grab a ticket and come back and try to win that truck.
I think Ken was a little jealous. He said you stole the show with all those one-liners.
Yeah, well, I don't know what he's jealous about. I mean, all I was doing is just taking what he was doing and rolling with it. I'd sit there next to him and listen to this and that he was doing, and then go ahead and add a little twist to it. So really all I was doing is the same thing he was.
Yeah, you were getting some people in there that had no business coming by, so that was great.
We were applauding.
We had a lot
really
of
difficult. Yeah, really difficult to sign up, and you go rip them a ticket, and all right, you're good.
Yeah, the funnest part was just telling people when they would come up and they looked skeptical, asking them how much time they have, and they'd kind of give you a look like, maybe for a truck, and you'd say, okay, let's go through this long process here, and you'd look them in the eye and rip a ticket and hand it to them and say you're done. And it was always a good laugh, and that was fun. So
the best part was that
it was just a good time.
I think 3,600 tickets were ripped, and there was a good 90% of those people that came back.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't believe that outcome.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was a lot of people. Yeah, I'd say over 3,500 people. Like, mostly everyone came baak.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
that
those
roll
pictures
just
were
started
pretty
to disappear.
unreal.
It was like,
I know when I was up in the
you
back
get
of the
in
truck
groove there
videoing.
and start going, and tickets are going. I'd turn around, I'd see one of you guys, I'd be ripping off a long reel, and people would be coming by me saying they had already got a ticket. I'd look down the line, and Kyle's down there already handing people tickets. So
yeah,
but it was unreal. I didn't think we'd give away that many, but that's what we were wanting, I guess.
Yep, that was the mission. So that was a good one, and it was great having the truck right there, right beside us, right?
Yeah, that worked out good, actually.
Yeah, I like that better than like if we were in the Ferris booth, send people down to the Cenex booth. I don't know. I liked it all in the one location. So
you got your room booked for next year?
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
You got your room booked for next year already?
Oh man, yeah, I'm flying into Ken's again, man. I'm gonna go stay there at the Ken Carlson Inn or whatever he wants to call it there. I I slept next to his workbench and stared at all of his Stripe Life stuff for the first night. And the second night we slept down in his office. I think we got like maybe an hour of sleep before we decided to get in the truck and leave for what turned out to be a 12-hour drive. But that's what I would guess is going to happen again. We'll see. I told him then I wasn't doing that again after what we went through on that drive and what we went through getting that truck together. I said I'm flying into Kentucky, but he's probably going to need my help again.
Yeah, what all happened, you guys, bringing that thing to Louisville? Because I didn't really get the full story, and I don't think anyone else heard about it.
Man, so it was, it was funny. Like I was saying earlier, Ken was griping about everything, telling me how difficult it is to get this stuff together. And I was kind of rolling my eyes like, bro, you just go get a truck, slap some stickers on there, put it on a trailer and drive it down to Kentucky and give it away. And that wasn't the case, man. I mean, from the very second I got to Ken's house, it was like seeing all of our brands and stuff and all of our logos on that truck. You take ownership in it right away. And immediately everything that we were doing to it became delicate, and the truck just instantly was fragile and you didn't want anything to happen to it. Started out with trying to get a cover for it. Ken last minute wanted a cover on that thing so that we're driving it down, it didn't get beat up. There we are at some kind of AutoZone or something trying to pick a cover, and it had to be waterproof from what Ken said. So we got a waterproof one that I thought would work just fine, and slap that sucker on there. And depending on who you're talking to, the story's a little bit different, but Ken told me to keep the straps loose. So I loosened them up a little bit from what I had them originally. And we woke up that next, it's 2 a.m. We left Maryland, like I say, after about an hour of sleep, and it was raining, and we didn't expect it to rain. So we get down the road, and we're a few hours deep into our drive into West Virginia, and we just hit like a torrential downpour, and it was bad. Wind was blowing. It was dark. We couldn't see anything. You couldn't see the trailer until Ken hit the brakes.
Wow.
And one of the times he hit the brakes, we looked back and there was no cover on the truck. So we pulled over really quick, and we get out, and you could just see dust on the sides of the truck where those bungees were, and it was clear coat that basically got rubbed off.
Wow.
And just scratched the hell out of the sides of the truck. The bungees ended up coming up the sides, up right below the doors, and just rubbing on the side of that truck as that wind was going before it blew off. It's probably a good thing that it ripped off when it did, because who knows how long that would have went on without us noticing it. So after pulling Ken out of the middle of the highway as he was waiting for somebody to run him over, we got our stuff together and got back in the car and headed down the road. It was pretty quiet for an hour or so, but then we started brainstorming on what to do. And long story short, after multiple ideas of some strategic sticker placement and stuff like that, we decided to start just cold calling every mobile detail shop in the Louisville area, and we're getting nobody. And even called that lawn dude himself, Chase, and
Nice.
asked him for some advice, and he was busy getting his crew together and kind of threw us some info and stuff and tried to help us out. But right towards the end there, a guy called and said he'd meet us there, came in on a Harley and a van right behind him and just blaring music. And we were like, who is this guy? And he saved the day. He buffed it out, he fixed it, and the truck looked like new, and we whipped it into the expo and parked it before anything else could happen to it.
Wow.
So
Ended up looking better in the long run, right?
I think so for sure. Once they kind of realized what was going on in the parking lot and stuff there, they kind of took a little extra attention to it. Before you know it, they had the soap out and the tire shine, and we're buffing it up and cleaning it up real nice, which we expected to do that when we got in there. So that was nice. But it turned out great. I mean, you guys saw, it was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
I
was
didn't
looking
even
sharp.
I didn't even know what you guys were talking about. Like, I'm like, what do you mean it's scratched up? It looks perfect.
I
And
know,
then you
yeah.
showed me pictures and I was like, oh my gosh, that's bad.
Yeah, we had reached out to a lot of people, and kind of the story got out before we even got to the parking lot. So people were expecting to roll up and see the truck pretty beat up, but everybody that showed
Right.
up were blown away when we kind of gave them the story and showed them the pictures and stuff and saw the final product. So it worked out good. That was kind of the final stress of the getting the truck to the expo. So yeah, after that I realized it is not it's not easy.
No, I
Anything can
know.
happen.
Yeah, no kidding. And that's a far drive, Maryland to Kentucky.
Yeah, I
Yeah, that
think
was
it
like
was slated
12
to
Far
be
hours,
north.
like
wasn't
eight
it?
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was slated to be like
Okay.
8, and it turned out to be 12. But I mean, we stopped so many times, and then through the rain, it
Yeah.
was slow. So we had a couple variables that kind of slowed us down a bit, but we made it.
Jeez. Yeah. Oh, you made it.
And you guys
Well,
are pretty close too,
that's
right? I mean, you
good.
guys can just cruise right down there. Kyle, I know you're not far.
No, I'm like 3 hours away, so it's
Oh
nice
man,
for us. It's convenient. Don't have to travel
yeah,
cross country to get there.
that's it for me, man. I was on 8 hours on an airplane, 6 to 8 hours on an airplane in airports just to get to Maryland, and then turn around and do 12 hours down there. So it was nice getting to the
Jeez.
Airbnb.
Yeah. Yeah, you're Trevor is way out in Montana, as I said. Trev, what's happening out there?
Yeah, so we're in a little town called Corvallis, right outside Hamilton, Montana. I mean, it's small. Our little town is population like 1,400 people. The city next to us is about 5,000. The whole Bitterroot area itself is about 41,000 people. So I mean, it's pretty small, but we love it. It's like, just that small town vibe. Everybody knows everybody, and it's really peaceful. Normally, man, we're cold and it's snow right now. We've got the plows on the plow truck, but we were chopping leaves all day today, all week, and we even had a couple mows in the last few days that people called back for that we've done. It's been
Nice.
60, so very, very, very nice, this time of year to get that little bit extra in before we start pushing snow. But I guess it's coming next week.
Nice. Okay.
We had some this week already,
I saw
but
Oh,
that,
we
you
still
man.
need to
Yeah,
mow. Yeah,
yeah, I saw
yeah.
you out there mowing, man. Maybe you could.
We got a little mowing in on the same
yeah,
day
let's
we did a little snow removal.
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe you could
let's
put a
talk
little
about
clip of
that for
that
two
there,
minutes.
Brando. Jamie, bring that
If
up.
anyone
Huh?
No, I just said maybe we put a little clip to show you out there mowing in that snow. That was awesome, man. I was feeling like you were in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, I know. Well, you guys have to mow when it's snowing sometimes because it's so cold. I know I saw a video you guys out there mowing in the snow a while back.
And I've got a
I
bunch of
used to
them. You
say I
check my
had a rule.
Instagram.
I used to have a rule. I said I didn't mow in lightning and I didn't mow in snow, but I guess I broke that rule this week.
Yeah, you're in now. Yeah, we don't
Y-
we don't do lightning. That's about it. I mean, but we've done it before, trying to finish up jobs. When you get going, it's like there's not much that's gonna stop you in the middle of a job. You just got to knock it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other
Yeah,
So
day
how
I actually
you pissed off some internet people there with that one.
yeah, I know. It's all good. The haters are just as good as the positive people, they say. But yeah, I just wanted to have some fun the other day, mess around, make some funny videos. I actually took the day off because we're basically doing all fall cleanups and we got like an inch of snow maybe, and it was going to melt off by later in the day. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go make a funny video mowing with snow on the grass. And the comments section is going crazy.
It's I can't even look at it.
and
But
we'll have
anyways,
people stopping on the side of the road, videoing us, going, "What are these guys doing?" And it's hilarious. But again,
that's great.
start
I've done it
snowing in the middle
before,
of your
and
job, you're gonna get it done.
people
Yeah.
say, you'll destroy your grass if you mow if it's like that, but I haven't had any problems.
Maybe every
I'm
time,
not too worried about it. Yeah, of course, but
but yeah,
that's good.
it's just the biggest thing is burnouts and stuff like that. But I mean, with the slick snow, you're not tearing up any turf.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Trev, what got you started with Montana Mountain Made?
So, man, I was a butcher for 12 years at Costco, and I had a bunch of friends in my group that were starting companies and stuff, and young kids that just made me wonder why I wasn't doing something like that when I was their age. And it was like, I guess, now's as good as time as any to start. So jump ship from there, and people were blown away. I got a lot of flack from that. 12 years at a good job, and you're leaving to do what? And we kind of didn't originally start with Mountain Made. We had another little thing that we were doing, and it was Mountain Time Farms, and we were running cattle and haying and stuff like that. It got to be a hassle and not really what we were wanting, more of a hobby than a job. And so we kind of cut ties with that. We sold our cows. We still hanging stuff out here. We've got a 120-acre ranch, but we kind of jumped over and turned that into just a hobby. And so I had a buddy that was in the lawn care business for years, and he loved it, and it was lucrative for him. So we decided to give it a try. And it was about this time of year, 4 or 5 years ago, that we started, and we just started with a Boss CZ drag plow and put it on the back of my
Nice.
Duramax, and started pushing snow. My son wasn't even a year old. I mean, it was chaotic. He would go out with me. My wife still had a full-time job at the hospital here, and he would go out with me every night, and we'd push snow, and he would be screaming in the back of the truck. And I can remember calling my wife and just going, "What are we doing? This is crazy. What did I do? Why did I leave?" Our son Grayson is losing his mind, and I'm losing my mind trying to explain to a 5-month-old that we still have 4 or 5 more plows to do, buddy, and then we'll get home. But we made it through it. We
Wow.
did it, and we made enough money that winter to buy a trailer and a mower, and we got ourselves a little Cub Cadet. What is it? It was a little 48, 600 or whatever,
Yeah, nice.
and rocked that for a season, and then just started throwing everything back into the company. Went back to plowing. Next spring, we were able to get in with Skag, one of our dealers down the road. And I say down the road, but everything's 4 hours away here, unless you want,
Yeah.
a craftsman or a residential Husqvarna or something. But just slowly kept putting money back into it, man. I worked solo for 3 years, and just kept buying up, and built our business, and that's what we're still doing right now. We're up to three. We actually got 4 employees right now coming into snow season, and yeah, got our Ferris equipment, and it's just been great since then. Over the years, got to know Ken. I don't know how we originally started talking. I think he was drooling over some of my pictures with the mountains and stuff in the background.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I got in with him and just got to know him. Pretty soon we're on the phone with each other, just joking around, and for a couple years he tried to get me to go to that expo, and I said he was crazy. As all the way across the country, I'm not driving or flying that far to go to a little lawnmower convention. And finally got me to go last year. But yeah, I can remember when he was
You
with
did go
Hustler.
last year?
No, this year. Sorry, this year
Okay.
when I saw
Okay.
you guys. But yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
when he was with Hustler, and then he jumped over to Ferris, and I was getting ready to go and buy some more Skags down at our dealer, and they happened to have Ferris, and he was like, "Man,
Okay.
you need to ride these things. You before you buy anything, before you do anything, go ride these Ferris." And
Yeah.
so I did, and right there at the dealer, it was like, you can pull that other Skag back in there. I'm gonna get 2 of these Ferris here. And we ended up leaving with a Z3X 60-inch, and then a little Z. And
Nice.
last year we built up again and added a 3300, and man, it's just been the dream team for equipment. We
You can't
ditched
beat the
our push mower.
3300.
Yeah, yeah, man, I'm still the Z3 guy, man. Like, I let the other guys ride that
Yeah.
3300 a bunch, and they roll their eyes at me and think I'm crazy, but I'm a stand-on guy.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I need to get a Z3. I don't
I
have
know
one
you
yet.
looked good
I'm
on that
rocking
one
the
the other day.
3300.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were
Yeah.
rocking it,
ripping
Kyle.
it around, Kyle. You're looking good.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
It was
man.
fun
Yeah.
demoing those at Equip, ripping them around,
It was, man.
testing them, driving them hard.
Yeah, there was another thing I wanted to clear up with you guys there too. I was listening to your podcast the other day, and
Oh, yes.
you guys were
What's
talking
that?
about heading out there with Chad and being the first ones out there before they opened up that demo course. And I just wanted to clear the air here and let you guys know that I was there Tuesday morning and ripping around. So those tracks that were on that course were yours truly.
Yes.
We were the
Okay.
first ones there Thursday.
Yeah, okay.
You were the first one. Yeah, glad you cleared the air on that.
You ruined that grass, you're saying.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
well,
so you ruined it.
so man, you guys know the
It was
drill,
your
man.
fault.
I was there with Ken and Chad says, I want you to rip this thing as hard as you can around this course. I'm going to take some pictures and some photos. And, meeting these guys for the first time, it was like, you really want me to rip this as hard as I can. This new mower here, okay. So, of course,
I know Brandon did.
I know,
Yeah.
man. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little timid and I kind of took it a little easy. I did drift the corners a little bit and I think I hit those whoops about as fast as you could go in that 3300 just to see, but I didn't pop any wheelies or anything like that like somebody else did. But
Yeah, we got our hand slapped definitely out there.
that's what I heard.
But
Yeah.
anyways,
I was a little timid too. I let Brandon take charge out there.
I was not timid.
No, not at all.
I have
Right here.
Chad, I have video saying push it to the max, so
Well, yeah,
we
right.
went.
When
That's
we
what he
were
told
out
me
there
too.
interviewing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
heard
that was
that. I
fun.
heard that as well in that interview. So I think
Yeah,
you're good to go.
I saved the clip, so I might post it separately just to cover us for the higher
Yeah,
ups.
you got a video alibi there in case anything breaks. Or
Yeah, exactly.
nice. Yeah. So but yeah, man, that was fun. A good time meeting all those guys. I mean, everybody at Ferris was exactly as I expected them to be, and that was the other thing about switching over to Ferris. With the Cub, with the Skag, everything is great. All the machines, you guys know, everything is good
Yeah,
out there right now. I mean, there's so
totally.
much technology into everything anymore, and everybody's so
Right.
the one thing the two things that stand apart with Ferris is, of course, the suspension. That ride you can't beat. I mean, those
Yeah.
Z3s are the best stand-ons. I mean, smooth over bumps, and the suspension is great. You're not getting popped off the back. The 3300 is like riding a four-wheeler around mowing. But I
That's a
blew
good
up.
way to put it.
It is, man. It is, and
It's a
I blew up.
four-wheeler, yeah.
I blew up everybody, that I could. And granted, we're nothing big when it comes to a social media presence, especially back then. But I never got any feedback from anybody. The second I started posting stuff with the Ferris, the community surrounded themselves with us. It was amazing. We got feedback, we got reposts, we got people asking what we thought, and most of them were somebody's name with a Ferris behind it. Like you could tell that these guys were affiliated and they were truly interested in what we thought of the brand and what we thought of the equipment. And that just, I mean, for me, that was amazing. And then the whole story behind the school up there in New York and stuff like that, it resonated with me. It was cool. And then just stepping into the booth and immediately being welcomed in, it couldn't have been any cooler. I mean, it was everything that I expected from him. And I don't know. I mean, I don't see us ever buying anything else just for that alone.
Yeah, I totally resonated with that too. Like going to the factory and meeting everyone that works in the line. They're from the town, like they live there, they run Ferris's. And yeah, that school was really cool. I got the pleasure of going in there, and that was like when Ken said you can smell the old gym pads in the gym, like you totally.
That's so cool. Yeah.
You could really
Yeah,
tell they all take a lot of pride in it too up there at the factory. Like they were excited to
yeah,
explain everything and tell us how things go up there being a true manufacturer, pumping out 300 to 400 machines a day from the raw materials, which is super impressive. That was a
I
great
know
time.
yeah.
I didn't really get to talk to you guys about that much at all. And I was checking out one of you guys' podcasts the other day, and you were going over it. I mean, I didn't understand until then exactly how much goes into that whole thing up there and what they do with the building of the Briggs motors right outside there, and just bringing the steel in from Ohio, right? I mean,
Yep.
so they're
Yeah.
Ohio,
Oh wait.
yeah, so you're sending them some
go
steel down
Buckeyes.
over there, and
You're supposed to
Yeah.
say IO when I do that.
Oh, okay. All right,
I
I'll learn. Yeah,
yeah, man, I was impressed
yeah.
with that, and that just
That's cool.
adds to everything right there, man. It's like that's the story, and I'm a story guy, man.
Yeah,
We're small town life living, and we're people, and we're a story, man. I mean, we're not. It's hard for us, and it's hard for me getting into all this because we're not the guys that the followers isn't what impresses me. Rock star stuff, it's more face to face. It was funny because there was people that we bumped into that Ken was like, "That's so and so," and it was like, dude, I don't know who that was, but
right.
he was the cool dude. Like that's all that
Yeah,
mattered. And you go and look him up later down the road, and it's like, whoa, this guy is like a big deal in this community. And then you hear about guys that are a big deal in the community, and you kind of come across, and it's like, okay, you know.
yeah.
But
I know.
that's it,
You
man.
just
Yeah,
It's good people.
That Ferris community is really growing on social. The amount of Ferris content that's getting pushed out there is pretty impressive.
Well, it is, man. It is. It's definitely impressive, but I mean, it speaks for itself. I mean, it's no surprise to me. I mean, the
yeah,
people, the brand, it's an amazing. They're amazing machines, and the people that come along with it, and the stories behind it. Why wouldn't you?
You
Why
know,
wouldn't you give it a whirl?
like
yeah.
We know Skag makes real high quality mowers also, but they don't have the same community on social like Ferris
Right.
does.
Yeah, I
Like, yeah,
agree.
people post Skag content and stuff like that, but it's just not the same.
That's
It's not,
interesting.
man. And I had Skags. I had a Cheetah and loved it, and it was great. But again, it wasn't the 3300, and it didn't have the community behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Harris is something like when I see a reel come up or something like that, it's like, man, that's my brother right there. That's
Yeah,
family.
right.
Like
That's
I see
cool.
Kyle rolling around on the 3300 or something, and it's like, yeah, that's my guy. And Brandon, you're over there with those giant blowers, man. I was a little jealous of you having those
Yeah,
things. Kyle, you got one
he's
too,
been
right?
rip. Yeah, I got the FB 3000 and I've been doing a little bit, but we had so much rain, our leaves dropped a little later than last year, so I'm about really gonna get into it soon. I got a big one actually due tomorrow afternoon, so I'm gonna get some good shots out there. Probably the
Nice.
biggest one I'll do all year. I'm gonna be doing tomorrow.
Nice. Got to make it count. Got to film it or you never did it, right?
Right? Exactly. Nowadays,
That's what
you
I'm starting to learn.
if your
Trying to get
camera's
more
not on, you're
content.
not even really doing anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we had some
So,
stuff today that we got. So go ahead, Kyle.
Trevor, out there, I want to hear about this ranch and this Airbnb. I might need to check that out. Bring the wife out there and stay for a
Yeah,
few days.
we might be coming down there at some point.
Hey, you guys are more than welcome. We'll set you guys up. Again, man, it's a 120-acre ranch out here in Corvallis, butted right up to Calf Creek Elk Management Area, and so I mean, we get all kinds of critters running through. We're kind of in the sticks. It's, I mean, we got thousands upon thousands of acres of wilderness area right there next to it that we take our bikes and stuff up behind the house. There's a couple alpine lakes up there, and the Airbnb itself is kind of tucked back into the woods on the property. It's a little cabin. There's no power to it. We can hook a generator up to it for you guys and run a heater in there or something if you want. But in the summer months, you don't want anything like that. We've got a little solar powered.
Is there Wi-Fi?
Man, no Wi-Fi, bro.
Am I
No,
gonna be
that's
able to post
No
all those
Wi-Fi.
amazing clips I'm gonna get of the mountains in the background?
yeah. You have to come up to the house for that, man. You have to come up to the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't even know. I get terrible service at the cabin. We were just there yesterday with my in-laws and my son and my wife. We had a little carne asada cookout over the fire and did some s'mores. It was awesome. But no, man, nothing like that. This is a place you come to get away from that stuff, man. That's what we do in Montana.
If we come, you might
Nice.
have to let me hold one of your pistols so I can fend off those mountain lions you were showing me.
We'll get you guys strapped. You don't have to worry about that. We got
Nice. I'm in.
plenty of armory
Heck,
for you guys when
if
it comes to that.
I see a
Let's
grizzly,
go.
I'm never coming back.
Good chance you see a bear up there, man. We've had guests walk out and see bears. We've had lions running around. A lot of deer, a lot of elk, turkeys. My mother-in-law just saw a bobcat down the road the other day. But we love that stuff, man. That's what
Yeah,
we're here for is that kind of stuff.
That's so
that's
cool.
cool. That's awesome.
But I'd love to have you guys,
Your
Yeah,
man.
that's
your videos are super cool with the mountains just in the background. You know, because you don't see that every day. You don't like ever see it really.
no.
Yeah, man. We've got amazing office views, and sometimes, it's crazy, man. Some of the properties that we're doing and stuff, and we're mowing, and you just kind of stop and look up, and it's like, wow, how amazing is nature? How amazing is
Nice.
this? And this is where I get to mow and run stripes and get to work, and we're very blessed,
That's pretty
man.
cool.
It's awesome, and yeah, I think that's what keeps people coming back, and that's kind of been our our bread and butter of our social and stuff like that is kind of the landscape. And of course, we put down quality stripes and product and stuff like that, but people, I think, stay for the mountains and the snowy peaks and stuff.
Oh yeah. Trevor, do you just do maintenance or do you guys do like landscape?
So we pretty much do everything, man. We do some hardscaping and landscaping, but that's kind of our spring and our fall stuff. Through the summer, we're mostly mowing, honestly. We do a little bit of dethatch and aerating in the spring and fall. But that's what I like doing. We've got customers that want us to put in some landscape stuff, and we'll do it for them.
Yeah.
And as we grow, we'll add stuff like that. We really want to get into the sprinkler game and possibly even fertilization and weed control. Finding people, finding team members and stuff is the toughest part about all that. But
Do a
Okay.
lot of
but
people
we like
have
mowing.
irrigation out there?
Yeah, man, it's funny. I was actually yesterday while the crew and I were out and about, Ken FaceTimed us. And so I threw him on and was kind of doing the loop around and showing everybody. And the comment he made was, "That doesn't look like Montana. That's pretty rural. That's not what I expected." And it was just one of our normal little neighborhoods. And everybody was asking me, "What's the grass like there and stuff?" And man, you pull in here and it's no different than Kentucky. It's no different than Baltimore. It's the same way, man. We got the same
Yeah,
neighborhoods. We got the same grass. We got the
Yeah.
same irrigation. We've got the same issues, the same thing. I mean, the only thing different is you go a little outside town and you're thick into the forest. And if you
right.
keep going that way, it might be a few days before you get out of the forest.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but
sweet.
yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
it's the same stuff, man. We're just kind of isolated. I mean, we're an hour down the road from Missoula, which is 78,000 people. It's one of the bigger cities in all of Montana, and they've got the Grizzlies. It's a college town, and
Right.
so I mean, we're not far away from everything. And when it comes to Missoula, it's got everything that any big city is gonna have. So if we want to go into town, if we want to go do something, if we want to hit the mall or something like that, my son usually likes to go in. We've got a carousel in Missoula that we go and ride, and anybody that knows anything about Missoula downtown, they know about the carousel and stuff like that. So
Nice.
I mean, it's cool being able to go and reach out to that stuff, but then get in the truck for an hour and be back in our little small town and be in the sticks. So I'm excited to show you guys around when you come and check it out.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
we're gonna have to get there soon.
Yeah, dude, you better be careful, Kyle. Mel's not going to want to leave.
Have
She's
a
going to get here
have
and
a
feel that
fair stripe
relaxation.
life reunion
Yeah.
out there in Montana.
Yeah,
It'd
now
be
we're
cool,
talking.
man. We could do it. We'll do a big camp out. I'll drag you guys up to one of the alpine lakes and we'll start a fire and hang out all night. Talk to
That'd be
Bigfoot
a
and stuff like
Yeah,
blast.
that.
that'll be
I'm
a great
so in.
time. Looking forward
Yeah,
to it.
leave
We
our
need to.
phones, no Wi-Fi. I am so into that.
Now,
And
how hot does it get in the summer there? Does it stay cooler, or is it just like everywhere else? Or are you like 80s and 90s in the summer?
so, man, we have a true 4 seasons, man. I mean, it's cold in the winter. We get good snow, and it's hot in the summer. I mean, we'll get weeks of 100 degrees, high 90s,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll roll into fall and cool down. Like right now, we're anywhere from 40 to 60. Leaves are falling, and
Right.
then pretty soon it'll cool off again, and it'll go right into winter, and then we jump into spring, and it's the same thing. You get nice spring storms and stuff at 60 degrees, and then come into July and August and it starts getting hot. And around here, we enjoy summer as much as we can, but we kind of hold our breath because lately fire seasons have been tough, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it gets smoky pretty quick. So that's kind of like
Yeah.
you'll get as much in as you can and enjoy the summer, and then you'll wake up one day and there's smoke through the air, and it's kind of the end of the summer as we know it until we get
Okay.
some rains. But yeah, it's the true 4 seasons, man. In the Bitterroot, don't tell anybody. We kind of keep it a little bit of a secret. But man, our winters are pretty mild here, and
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
people they're not like the typical Montana winter like you would think.
Okay.
They're not like you would think.
No, man.
Nice.
I mean, the Mother Nature takes it easy on us, and we're kind of got a little banana belt here, and you know,
Well,
it's
that's good.
it's kind of the little secret gem. I don't know. Maybe that's why Yellowstone chose to film here, but
Oh yeah, that's right. You were
Yeah.
saying that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's next on my
Wasn't
list.
that
We got to
right?
talk about
Wasn't
that.
that right by where you're at?
yeah, so I mean, it's here. You can see in some of my reels and stuff throughout the last few years, we'd come around the corner and traffic jam, we'd have to turn around and go another route. I'd have to sneak around some cones to get to a yard because they'd be filming.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Wow.
filmed mostly. I mean, there's a lot of stuff filmed in Bozeman and all around, but a lot of the mountains and stuff in that scenery that you see in that show is here in the Bitterroot Valley, Corvallis, Hamilton, and Darby, right down the road, is where the actual Yellowstone, the Dutton Ranch is. And that show came out, and cost of living went up, and houses went up, and everybody flooded here. It
Wow.
was great for business.
Wow.
But yeah, everybody wanted to come out and be the next Rip.
So we may see in the outtakes Trevor getting pulled over for going past some signs and weaving around cones he shouldn't to get to
Yeah,
his
man,
account that he needs to mow to stay on
Yeah.
schedule.
I was hoping that maybe I'd be watching it and see in the background me pounding in some stripes or something in the neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
We didn't make the
Oh, that would
cut,
be
man, but
sweet.
I got a lot of friends and stuff in family that were extras. They were calling for those kind of people all the
Oh, really?
time. They're trying to get
Cool.
trucks from people, and
Right.
my wife's one of her best friends was the on-set nurse. Every story
Cool.
that you could think of about sitting in the bar and Kevin Costner walks in or something like that. So, but I think they kind of outstayed their welcome here, and I think everybody's kind of happy that they're gone, and it's
Oh, yeah.
that small town living.
They're glad it's
So,
over.
Yeah,
but
I
it was
guess it's over.
fun. Yeah, it's over. It's over now, and they've done a couple spin-offs, but didn't really include us here, which is nice.
Right.
But yeah, that was kind of a crazy few years, pulling up and filling up gas, and next year here comes one of the Yellowstone Dodges coming in and filling up
Yeah.
next year and stuff.
That's
So
pretty cool.
yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but yeah, we'll see what happens next. Maybe we're done with Hollywood here.
Yeah, no kidding. So a lot of people moved out there during that time?
Yeah, between COVID and that show, we had a mad
Right.
rush here, and the population skyrocketed, and it went crazy. And like I said, for business, it was great for us because, houses being built, yards being put in, and new customers just stacking up. I mean, we started our business at probably the best time that we could have. And, you know, it went good. And now it's kind of planing out. Housing market's kind of leveling back out a little bit here. So if you guys are looking for property in a place, maybe now's the time.
Now we're talking.
But yeah, so
I'm glad you shared your story. That's pretty cool how you got started and you left a 12-year job. I was kind of in a similar boat. I was 6 years in an office job. I've done lawn care and landscaping my whole life and bounced around and had a business previously and sold it and was doing it on the side forever. But I left the 401k, the 3 weeks vacation, all those benefits, and the
yeah,
comfortable salary. And people were looking at me like I was crazy. Like, you're gonna go out and mow lawns and like dig holes and do all this stuff outside when you could be sitting in front of a computer. And I'm like, yeah. And it's tough and challenging many days, but the freedom of being your own boss and having your own business, you can't beat it.
I agree. I agree, man. And yeah, it's, I traded, we used to call it like the fish tank back there. You guys have been to Costco and seen the butchers back there behind the glass. And that was me for, 12 years back there.
Yeah,
And it was great. I'm not going to say anything bad about it. Costco did I bought my first house with a Costco paycheck and stuff. And I learned a lot, man. I mean, come hunting season, and there's no issues and stuff getting an animal processed and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know how to do that now.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I've seen people jumping ship and starting to do their own business, and it just seemed fun to me, and it seemed like something that I was more driven to do. So we pulled the trigger, and like you say, man, it was scary, and people rolled their eyes and thought we were dumb. And now every time I walk through the aisles of that place, people are coming up to me asking me, do you think I could do it? Do you think I've been thinking about doing it too? And
Nice.
so,
that's
That's kind
cool.
of cool. Yeah, it is
yeah,
cool.
it is, man. And the thing is too is I wouldn't meet guys like you guys. I wouldn't meet guys like Ken.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. You don't go into these things expecting stuff like that. It was something that we were going to start a business and kind of be our own boss. And we slowly start into the social media thing, and you start meeting people that just become lifelong friends. I feel like that week at the expo, getting to know you guys and stuff, it was like, man, these are my buddies for life now.
Oh yeah.
These guys
Totally
are
agree.
awesome, good dudes, and yeah, man, you don't expect that, and it's been cool. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
That's
good point.
awesome.
You stay at your job, you stay at your Costco job, and like you wouldn't be going to a Costco-esque expo where you're
right,
going to meet all these people. I mean, maybe someday, but then you start your business and you go to this show, and then it's like you have this whole community, which the green industry is the best community, in my opinion.
I
Oh,
agree,
yeah,
man, and
hands
people
down.
stand out. Yeah, people stand out. One thing that I wanted to do before we were going to get off this thing is just talk about our friend Ken.
Yeah.
This guy, he makes himself out to be such a hard ass sometimes, and he's a little rough around the edges here or there. But the thing that a lot of people just don't understand is this guy is like compassionate and just such a good dude. I mean, he believes in giving back to the industry, giving back to the community. The dude is just all about giving, and you don't see a ton of that going on, And that's one of the things that drove me to the whole Stripe Life, community and Ken. I just, man, I can't say enough about the dude. I shouldn't. I should be chotching him down a little bit here because he kind of gives it to me pretty good. But man, I love that guy, and the friendship that we built over the last year, and the time that we spent, the 12 hours in the truck.
Yeah,
Man, I feel
stressing.
like it'll be with me forever. The guy is just he's just a rock star that's not really a rock star. He's a solid dude,
Right.
Yeah.
and I don't think he gets enough credit. I just you're an asshole if you're watching or listening. But
He never makes jokes about your height, does he?
no, man, I've probably only heard Mini Montana about 100 times in the last week
Mini,
or so.
I heard that a few times.
But
Mini
yeah,
Montana.
something about now we have 2 minis in the club or something like
Yeah.
that. So
That was the one
Yeah.
he said at Equip. He said we got 2. What did he say? 2 minis and 2 something else.
yeah, yeah, man.
Well, that's what I
I'm just
said to you,
waiting.
Trevor, when we met. I said, finally, somebody who doesn't make me seem so short.
Yeah, I know, man. It was a relief when I saw you, and that's the other thing, man. Like, you see some of these people. I didn't think Ken was as big of a guy as he is. I watched you
I know.
and I never expected to walk up and be eye to eye with you, man. I figured that you were like going to be one of the big guys in the club. So it's weird.
He loves getting those pictures of me, him, and Brandon all looking the same height because I got to stand up on something.
I know.
Whether it be a
I know, man. I'm
Z1
gonna
or
have
a
to.
curb.
I'll have to
So
get some
funny.
platforms or something the next time we hang out, so I can kind of level up a little bit. But yeah, man, I just wanted to make sure that I
That's
said
funny.
that and gave credit where credit's due with Mr. Morris, because I mean the guy puts so much heart and so much energy into these giveaways, so much energy into the stuff that he backs, into Ferris, into Stripe Life. I think anybody that's on his side is lucky to have him, because the dude is a warrior and a solid dude, and I think he's going to be, is and will continue to be one of the best parts of this industry. People like him too.
Yeah, totally agree. I know Ken's so selfless and he's just always looking out for the little guy per se. And he's always been pushing for the little solo guy. And yeah, like he talks to all these brands, gets all this stuff for giveaways, but
Yeah.
like that takes a lot of time. And half the time he's putting his own money forward to buy some of this stuff. And usually he doesn't even get it all back. So he just really cares. So
And
yeah.
that's it.
Ken, we hate you, but we love you, buddy.
Yes. And that's the thing, man. I mean,
So
you look at those giveaways. You look every single one of those giveaways, and a lot of them are great, man. I would have loved to have got a Ferris and made it to the factory. Like, who wouldn't want
oh
to do
yeah,
that? I would have loved to have got that trailer that Chase gave away. But the difference between
yeah,
that and the truck is the camaraderie, the
You just
the hours and hours of ripping tickets and getting to know people. I mean, how many names did we throw out during those 2 days, man?
like
I mean, I must have
you would
met
have said
we only
1,000
burned
people's
4
names.
tickets at that giveaway. I mean, you just nailed it right there. Like the
Yeah,
amount of people that show up at that giveaway, that's the difference. Like people at those other giveaways,
is.
they're like, you want to get in this giveaway, scan your tag. And then, there's no
yeah,
Exactly,
conversation,
man.
there's no
How many
camaraderie,
people
like
were
you
coming
said.
up and yeah, how many people were coming up, and grabbing tickets and like, oh, Crooked Stripes, man, I listened to this. This is Crooked
Crooked
Stripes.
stripes.
which that
Oh,
was
there's
wild.
Ken with Stripe Life, man. There's
Yeah,
Kyle. Guys, let me get a picture and stuff. Like, it was amazing. Like, and the thing is it wasn't just to go scan your badge and show up and wait for a win. It was like, man, I went and I got a ticket, and Ken Morris ripped my ticket. Kyle ripped my ticket. Brandon ripped my ticket, and he talked to me for a little while, and we got a picture. And man, he made me promise him I was going to come back to this giveaway and win this cooler or this truck, and they're going to go home and talk about that more than they're gonna say, yeah, man, I scanned my badge and I didn't win. The guys that
you're
didn't
right.
walk away with that truck still walked away with something. They walked
Yeah,
away with a picture and a conversation with a guy
Mm-hmm.
that they watch every day. You know, so being a
I
part
had
of that
multiple.
was so cool.
I had multiple people I gave tickets to, and then they kept standing there right at the table. And after talking to them, I kind of, expected them to start like walking away because there was more people lined up to get tickets, and they were like, "Oh, I need to get a picture with Mr. Stripe Life first."
Yeah, yeah, I remember the same thing. There was multiple times where it was like, "Can I help you? Did I get
yeah,
a ticket right?" They're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, Ken's talking with somebody. I just wanted to meet him and say hi and get a picture
Yeah.
really quick. And what's cool is like I'd tap Ken on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, buddy, these guys are," and he would immediately stop what he's doing. Yes, let's do it. You know, there was always kind of some smart ass joke or something about $20 or $100 or something.
Yeah.
But he always gave a picture. He always gave a handshake. You know, that's the kind of stuff that this industry needs. You know, you see so much negativity, you see so much arguing, you see so much stuff like that that goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't even see. And it's crazy, man. I mean, there's enough for everybody to eat out there. You know,
Yeah.
we can all do what we want to do and do it without trying to bring anybody else down. I mean, and Ken's a perfect example of that, of just sticking to his guns and doing what he wants to do and giving back. So, man, to be a part of that with you guys, man, it's just been a blessing, and I could talk about it all day. It was awesome.
It was awesome. And we're going to have to do another episode at some point soon with you.
Yeah, we got it for sure, man. This is a good time, and
Yeah.
there's just not enough time to talk about stuff. I mean, I feel like we could go on a Rogan rant and be here for 4 hours.
100% we could.
But
Maybe we do that some slow day in the winter.
Do a
yeah,
3 hour pod.
man,
Yeah,
what we need
just
to do
whatever.
is we need to come up
That
here
would
and
be
do
cool.
a campfire pod, guys, around the campfire.
Yeah, now we're
Now you're
talking.
talking.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
we'll
Right.
wait till it gets dark when the creepy
Shoot,
crawlies come out.
I need
Yeah.
to come up there and help you plow some snow.
Man,
I
I'd
got
love
a
to
lot of
have you, dude. That
downtime
would be
January
awesome.
and February.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, man, let's figure something out like that, man. We're just gonna take a week. I'll come over there and help you with some stuff. You come out here and help me.
Yeah, sounds
Okay. I
good.
like it. And Trevor, you got some news you want to share, don't you?
I do, man. Before we get off here, we've got a little thing we're about to drop here, and it's gonna be fun. And I'm a little bit nervous about it, just because of the guy I'd be doing this with. But Ken and I are putting together a podcast too. So
Let's go.
we're getting everything
Nice.
together and everything sorted out, and we're gonna start a podcast as well. It's gonna be called Behind the Stripes, and
Nice.
man, this thing
Let's go.
we're just gonna. You know, the idea here is we want to talk to some real people. We're not trying to talk to the rock stars. We want to highlight the unsung heroes, is what Ken says.
Nice.
So I feel like that was
Nice.
the golden phrase right there.
Sounds like a Ken Morris phrase, definitely.
Yeah, you know, and the whole behind the stripes thing is it sounds fun, and we'll go in, we'll discuss stuff with people, kind of the behind the scenes guys, you know, and you know, more of like it's one of those things that for us, you know, like we was talking earlier, it's not about the follows that you have, it's not about the big numbers and stuff like that. It's about who you are in the community, and what you do to give back, and what you do to help people out, help out the community, help out the industry, and just the people behind the scenes that do that nobody ever hears about, and nobody ever gets to see because they don't have 20,000
Mm-hmm.
followers on Instagram or TikTok and stuff like that. They're not putting themselves out there and stuff, and that stuff's admirable, and people don't get to hear about it or see it. So we're going to try to highlight more of that stuff, but then just the
Nice.
everyday
Nice.
camaraderie and stuff with the Crooked Stripes and Kyle and Brandon and people like that too.
Oh yeah, we'll do
Looking
some.
forward to seeing
We'll
you
do
guys
some.
get that launched. That'll be awesome.
Yep.
We'll be doing some episodes together, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm excited for that. But I guess before we go, there was a couple shout outs that I wanted to give. For one, none of this would be possible without my wife, Jenna Spencer. She's just absolutely amazing, an angel, and I love her to death. She's behind the scenes of every bit of Mountain Made, and man, that's the backbone of our company. A few other guys that people that we met throughout the last week or so. Sophia with Cenex has been absolutely amazing. She's reached out to us a few times in the past week, and we've got some stuff coming up with her. We've
Nice.
actually officially been welcomed to the Cenex family, which is pretty exciting. So we're excited to highlight some of that stuff
Nice.
coming up. And then,
Yeah, buddy.
Steven. Yeah, we're excited about that one. And my 5-year-old was running around the house the other night.
Nice.
Yeah, I think she promised to get him something here in in the mail, so we'll see what comes there. So Steven with Lawn Buddy, man, that guy has been ongoing amazing for me and for Jenna and our company. Just the guy has continued to reach out. I mean, I talk to him almost every day since the expo, and he's just been a cool guy and another one of those people where it's like that relationship we've built, I can see is going to last for the rest of our lives.
Do you guys use Lawn Buddy?
We do now. We do, and it's been
Okay.
I don't know how we haven't been in the past, you know.
Nice.
My wife's got more free time than she knows what to do with now. And it's just, you know, our employees and stuff clocking in when they get here on their own, checking in and out of jobs by themselves. It's, you know, they're able to text, chat with customers before they get there without having to hit me up and say, hey, what's that number? Will you call these guys? We got an issue. They've got access to them right away. They've got addresses. They've got their schedule for the day. They've got their route all built. And that has been absolutely priceless for us because we were doing everything old school for the past few years, you know. So
A lot of people do it too long.
yeah,
Yes.
We
man.
were
And
doing the
like I
same
say,
thing
now that we're
for a
in this,
while
it's
till
like how
we
do
got
you go without that?
I know.
So and
Smart move.
the support has been unbelievable, man. Steven has been, you know, an open book. His
Yeah.
people have been amazing. If we have any questions, it's like the phone maybe rings once before somebody picks up, and stuff's been streamlined. You know, everything to getting everything together has just been literally hassleless. So Steven and Lawn Buddy, you guys are freaking awesome, and I recommend them 100%. They're great. And
Nice.
just another good story behind it too. And then of course, you know, we went and toured Grass Flap on our way down to the expo.
Right.
That was amazing. We got to walk in, and you know, they welcomed us in with open arms. And I mean, this guy Brian sent me this yesterday with a nice little friendly note in the package
Let's
and stuff. That
go.
just, man, thanks, Brian.
Nice.
We appreciate you guys.
Shout
And
out Grass Flap.
yeah, and then and man, Ken, thank you, Ken. Thank you, Stripe Life. Thank you, Brian. Kyle, thank you, Brandon. All you guys, man, this has just been, man, I mean, for lack of a better phrase, just fucking awesome. So,
Nice.
nice. Thanks,
It
brother.
has been awesome, and we're gonna keep it going, man.
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm excited for it.
Just
I'm
starting
excited, man.
off.
We've got a lot of good times ahead of us. I want to meet up
Yes.
with you guys and see your guys' area and just get to know you guys some more, get to know families, and have you guys out here and meet mine. And let's do a campfire. Let's do a campfire pod.
Yes.
Sounds good. Looking
I'm
forward to
so
it.
down. I
Yeah,
love
man.
it.
Right. Well,
And we'll definitely be meeting up at Expo again, will we not?
Yeah, for sure.
I won't miss another one, man. Kyle, when you were
That's a
talking about
given.
missing that one, I was like, dude, what did you
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, now you gotta
Right.
keep going back.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
I know,
Yeah,
man.
Kyle.
I heard it, and I'm like, man, I couldn't imagine sitting on
Yeah.
the couch seeing all this action going on now and not being there. Like that would
But you
ruin
gotta
me.
go. I
Yeah.
know.
We got an expo
Yeah, it
here
goes
coming up
from
in February here, a little local expo that we're gonna do, and I think we're gonna bring a little Ken Morris
nice.
touch to it. So keep your eyes
Oh, I
peeled
like
for
hearing
that,
that.
Nice.
and yeah, guys,
Okay.
let's do more of this. I miss you guys. Let's
Yeah, I know. Miss you too, man. Well, where can everyone find you on Instagram?
So we're at MT Mountain Made. Everybody searches Montana Mountain Made, but it's MT, abbreviation for the state, Mountain Made. We're on TikTok, and then we're on uh, Facebook too. But right now you'll have to search me, Trevor Spencer. You can find me there. Um, and then yeah, that's pretty much all we've got going. We've talked about doing YouTube and stuff, but right now, man, we are just we're strung pretty thin here. So.
There's too many of them now, is that right?
There is, man. I'm new to all this stuff, man. So I've gotta dip my toes in just
There you
tread
go.
lightly here.
Oh,
But
that's good.
Instagram is the big one. Check us out. Follow us.
Nice.
MT Mountain
Okay.
Made.
I will put a link down in the show notes. It goes right to your Instagram and YouTube.
Man, awesome.
All
Well, I
right.
appreciate you guys. You guys
Sounds
get some
good.
rest tonight, and let's get some more work done before this snow comes in.
Yes, I hear ya. Snow just
Absolutely.
melted for us, so we're going back out tomorrow. Unreal, guys. Thanks for catching another episode 90 in the books. And we'll catch you next time. And Kyle, maybe stay out of the snow with that mower, all right?
Or
I'll
stay in
try.
it, buddy.
All right, we're staying. All right, guys, we'll see you next Thursday.
We want to thank you for listening to the Crooked Stripes podcast. If you liked this episode of the pod, subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It's very much appreciated. Head over to Instagram and follow at the Crooked Stripes. From there, stay up to date on all things lawn, landscaping, and snow removal. Don't forget to join us next week for another episode of the Crooked Stripes. Thanks again for listening.